that's just the intro or the we're about to get started music.
Okay. Turn my phone off because I know someone will call right in the middle of us doing our shenaniganry here on the Nerdy Old Men podcast. Yeah, I got my radio voice going on today.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to go.
Grogu is here. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Now we can get ready to go.
Are we live?
We are. All right, here we go. God, I'm so scared.
It's going to be a show today. Be bouncing in the chair, be bouncing in the chair, be bouncing in the chair.
All right, here we go. Holy moly, season 5.
Moly. Who would have thought we'd made it this far?
Not I. Not me.
Chair dancing over here.
Yes, and because we screwed up so much last time,
Us?
I'm going to make sure we got audio.
Okay, let's check and make sure.
Hey, Pat, do we have audio? Our good buddy Pat Burnett,
Uh-oh.
Brickhouse Collectibles is online. I hope we have audio.
Pat's
Oh, yep. Sounds like we do. Okay, cool.
All right.
Sweet.
Yeah, if you get
Victory
a chance,
already.
If you get a chance, swing by and
Yes.
check out Pat's stuff.
Yeah, and I know that there was a bunch of new Lego got released here. I guess 1st of August I saw him put a lot of stuff on there. Pat's always got a lot of really cool stuff down there at Brick House. So he says, no, you don't have audio? We do, in fact, have audio. Ah, funny guy. You're a funny guy, Pat.
You'll make a man laugh.
You're funny.
It's gonna be a good day. We've got the show working right. Yay us.
Yeah.
It's D&D night. Yeah, D&D night, guys. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You
What?
didn't get the message in the group chat?
No.
We're not playing tonight.
Dang it!
You really didn't see it. Sit down. We got the show.
Bless America.
Hey, look. I rarely have to cancel, and tonight my son's baseball team has got a private tour of the Knoxville Smokies new stadium and tickets to the baseball game, which is the minor league.
No, that's a good excuse.
And so we're gonna do
stuff
that.
for the kids.
So. Hey, all of our fans out there, I talk about my son in baseball a lot. Hey, send good positive thoughts towards him. He tried out for the high school baseball team the other night. He did fantastic. So he did absolutely everything he could do as a sophomore coming in. He didn't make it last year, but he's improved like hundreds of times with his.
So when do we
his awesome
possibly
team.
know anything on that?
2 weeks. They make him wait
2
like 2 weeks. So, but anyway.
Yeah, send the good thoughts.
Regardless of that, he's super happy with his Emerald Force travel team, and
they're doing really well.
Well, they're just a great team, and he told me, he goes, I want to make it, but if I don't, I've got a home to go to with these guys that treat me right. So, anyway,
as long as he's enjoying it,
he does. Yes, he very much does. But in all seriousness, we were joking around, but it's been a sad hit for the old Gen X.
Gen X has had it rough.
Really?
I mean, the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, Ozzy, and that sucks.
Well, Malcolm Jamal Warner,
Yeah.
And then I know we have a lot of wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, which was a big shock to me.
Well, you see stuff and you're like, well, people were making stuff up, and I had heard that he was having some health problems.
All those old wrestlers have health problems. You figure that's just a thing.
Steroids!
Yeah, well, getting beat up a lot is probably it, but,
But yeah, so that was one that wasn't expecting, because last time I saw him on TV, he seemed, in really good shape and good spirits. I know he was promoting his what is it, the All American Beer,
New beer,
something that he's doing, and then they were going to start a new like combat wrestling league,
something.
So
yeah, I mean that just goes to show you just never know, and that was awful.
Well, I mean, going back to like Ozzy,
I was like, are you serious? Now I kind of thought after his last concert, his health was deteriorating.
Yeah, no, but the fact that it was 2 weeks before he died. They raised like, what was it, $190, $200 million. That's crazy.
Dude, that's a way to go out.
You know,
for Parkinson's and like children's
hospital
research or children's hospital or something
Birmingham,
like that.
England.
Yeah, man, that's fantastic.
So
yeah, you can't.
But yeah, that was, and then Malcolm Jamal Warner was just out of nowhere for me.
Yeah,
I didn't know there had been any issues or
no,
and it was just like, it's like what?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And it's kind of wild because you're like,
so I've seen
what's happening to us.
You've seen all these videos of, I don't know if you've seen the videos of like people writing names down and pouring salt around it to keep like
ward off
away. Oh yeah, and it was like Ric Flair. And,
I don't know if you can kill Ric Flair
and Tom Selleck. Like, dude, Reaper, you leave Magnum alone. We're not doing that.
I mean,
we're not doing that. So no. You got to protect these people. It's that's man, and that hits you in the gut. You're like, wow, these are like our generation's heroes and stuff. And
well, I mean, it's just stuff that we grew up with, and it was every day. You know, I mean, I don't know if you could listen to a rock station in East Tennessee without hearing a song from Ozzy Osbourne.
I found out on my drive home from work that day, the day he passed, popped up on the phone. So I immediately on Spotify switched over, Mama, I'm Coming Home. Yeah,
I think everybody did.
Just as I wonder, it would be neat to see the analytics of Spotify within an hour of the announcing of his passing, how many times that song was played.
Well, it was one of those weird things because I got on, I was at work and I got on Instagram, which is kind of unusual. But I just was checking to see if I had any messages or something. And someone had just posted a picture of Ozzy, and I was like, oh. I mean, there was no words, no caption, no music, no nothing.
You just knew, though.
And you just knew.
Yeah.
And then when Hogan passed, same thing. I was just, for whatever reason, I was checking to see if I had any messages. Because I don't have the alert set up on my phone.
Yeah.
And so I was scrolling through, and first thing I see,
his old man.
It does. Although everybody gets tickled though because my text messages is R2D2.
Yeah. Producer Abby, when I send her a text, she has it set up for me.
Yeah. But I was scrolling through, and the first thing I see is a picture of Hulk Hogan, and I was like, nuh-uh. And so you Google real quick, and it's like,
man,
and you're like, man,
yeah, it sucks.
It's hard to believe because you don't realize that you're getting older, and that.
I mean, obviously he and Ozzy obviously much, much older, but they were like in their prime and doing their thing when we were kids,
yeah.
You know? And still really they're.
But I mean, Malcolm was in his mid-50s?
Probably. Yeah,
I mean, not a lot older than us, but
that's
and you're just like,
rough. Yeah, like what? How? Why did this happen? That sucks. But it does give you a chance to reflect on their careers and all the cool stuff that they did, and then maybe appreciate some of the other ones that you
still have
that are still there. You know, like Rick and those guys.
Well, see, what's wild is I've met Rick a couple times,
yeah.
Which is wild. But Hulk Hogan had just opened a shop in Sevierville,
right? Yeah,
up in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that he would have made an appearance there, when they got it open. So I was like, well, I'll go up there and see Hulk Hogan, and
and and I know we're a nerd show, but Ron Sandberg.
That
one hit me in the gut because I wasn't good at baseball, but I played like little league stuff for a little while. But I loved baseball as a kid, and I collected baseball cards, and in particular Ron Sandberg. He was my favorite player, and that sucked, and that was hard. just because I was like, man, he's not that old.
Well,
Not considering.
well, the first thing I saw when I saw that he had passed was our buddy Anson.
Anson, big Cubs fan.
He was a big Cubs fan.
Yeah, still big Cubs fan.
You know, it's just wild. It's like
Yeah.
2025. If you could stop,
Kind of chill out. That'd be
Like,
real cool.
you know,
You've done it. You've taken enough.
yeah, like
Let's chill out.
what you know, we talked about things that like we grew up with. Do you remember Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling?
Yes.
Little cartoon they
Yep.
had?
Yep. I do.
Someone had posted a picture and it had all the wrestlers that were on the show.
Yeah.
And it had the dates that they had passed. There's only 2 left.
Really?
Hillbilly Jim and Wendy Richter.
No joke.
Were 2 characters on the show. They're the only 2 that left out
Man,
of the whole cast.
That's crazy.
You know, and then you're just like,
Wow. Man, that sucks. And this whole thing kind of started for us anyway, paying attention to these our heroes or whatever. But Buff Bagwell had a serious surgery.
well, he had a car accident and he'd messed his leg up, and
Because when we met him, he had gotten hurt before that, right?
he had been hurt before that. His wreck had been before that.
Because he was limping and stuff.
But I guess the surgery, I don't know if it didn't go well. I don't know the specifics on
Right.
that. But they had to do an amputation on him,
Yeah.
like above the knee. And
Man.
I'd actually messaged him and, told him we were, thoughts and prayers and
Yeah.
good vibes and all that. And he responded, he appreciated it and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things you're like, you see these people and they're larger than life.
Larger than life, yep.
And he was great. Like, we had him on the show,
Oh, he's
and I mean,
fantastic.
he was a riot.
If you haven't seen it, you go back and it was a Smoky Mountain Fan Fest
Yes.
a couple years ago. Go find the episode. He was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Great guest.
He was just talking to him off the air. We were just
Yeah.
sitting around
Great
talking, and he was just a riot. And just kind of telling us some behind the scenes stuff that happened. And,
He's buff the stuff, man.
oh, he is.
Buff the stuff. And
but-
then like this happens, you're like, oh crap.
Well,
what?
you see this mountain of a man, and
Yeah.
you're like, man, he's invincible, and then you're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you know?
Dang.
But it, like you were saying though, these are our heroes,
Yeah.
people that we grew up watching, and you see that they are human.
So what's going to have to happen is we're going to break out the old deck of many things.
Yes.
For the card that says you killed death. Remember that?
Well, I don't know if you really killed death.
Well,
It's like,
it's going to have to happen because you're going to have to chill the hell out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Just chill out.
I think he's, he can take the rest of 2025
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, no joke.
It's he's been busy.
That's true. That's true.
So just death, if you're watching.
We
Just
would
go on
rather you
hiatus.
not, and we'd also like for you to chill the hell out. But anyways, so hey, you know what? You said that
I say a lot of things.
you said you went, and we're going to do a whole review now. We're trying to get in a little bit of happier kind of place here. But you said you went and saw the new Superman
I
film with your
did.
kiddos.
Yes.
And your wife and some of your kiddos' friends.
Yes.
They were all cosplaying and stuff
Yeah, they
like
all
that,
dressed
so
up.
that's really cool.
It was wild because my girls, they love to, there's the point now they love to make their own costumes.
Yeah.
But they like to wait till like 3 days before they're going to do something.
Yeah.
And it becomes very stressful. But I was at work and I get a phone call from Isabel, and she's like, "Hey, Daddy, I got a question." Okay, what is it, Puddin'? There's this cardboard in the garage. I'm like, okay, what about it? She goes, "What kind of looks like wings? Are you using that for anything?" I was like, well, there's a pattern for something. I said, they're kind of big if you're wanting to use them, but because at this point we'd already said that we were going to see Superman,
Right.
and so I started putting 2 and 2 together real quick. And so she actually took and modified them, painted them, and did everything, and made a Hot Girl outfit.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
she made her little strap, the symbol, the belt, her
So what were the wings
bracers.
for originally?
Our friend Megan Mallory, we were working on a Maleficent,
Oh, okay.
and it was one of those things we kind of had to pivot, because time things weren't working
So
out.
you had extra wings.
So I just had like these cardboard patterns because we were needing something for scale,
I gotcha.
because we were going to make them out of foam.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And maybe I'll get those made at some point. They may not be out of foam. I found a different thing to do feathers with, so we're going to try that.
I got some warble out there you can have.
No, I'll take the warble.
You can have it.
It's not good for feathers.
It's not good for
Armor
feathers.
pieces.
Very good. Yes.
But
So she made Hawkman.
She made Hot Girl, yeah, and her belt and everything. And it was just wild. She got creative because she wanted to have a mask, but she didn't want to have a mask.
Okay.
So she took foam and had made like Hot Girl eyes and like some little wing,
Oh, that's cool.
and glued them to sunglasses. So she could put them on, and then if she didn't want to wear them, she could put them up.
Oh, that's
So I was like,
that's
okay,
sharp.
that's pretty cool.
That's sharp. I like it.
And then Kaylee, she wanted to be Supergirl, so she actually, and this is where the crunch stuff kind of gets
It's
you.
always
'Cause
crunch time, man.
she had made a little skirt, because she likes to sew, and they couldn't find any more red material. And our local Walmart, which is the only place that really had any available at the time,
Right.
didn't have any, and didn't have any red bed sheets because I was like, just get a red bed sheet and just
It's
old
an
school.
odd color for a bed sheet, though. Good idea, though.
Yeah, well,
You probably need to go to Spencer's for that.
or wait till February.
February. Oh.
Nice. Beep, beep, beep. Come back, Chad. So she was getting frustrated with that because she actually made she made the new Superman logo, not the traditional one, but the one from the movie.
Well,
And,
you're going to see that movie, so yeah.
So she's making it out of foam, she's putting everything together, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a cosplayer. I'm also a pack rat, and I'm also organized.
An organized pack rat. I don't know if those two things are the same. Anyway.
Well, yeah, you just don't get rid of anything. You know exactly where it's at. Use it 20 years from now.
You're a collector.
Yes.
There you go. Carry on.
I'm a connoisseur of cosplay. But anyway, so Julie, from when she did Captain America several years ago, had some red boots. I'm like, because she was trying to figure out what kind of shoes. I'm like, hang on a second.
Yep.
Here you go. And she was struggling.
Your kids are about the same size as your wife.
Yeah, actually, they're taller now, but like they wear the same shoe size and all that stuff. So it's wild.
Right.
And I think they're starting to wear her clothes now. So it's. Matter of fact, I think that shirt may have been one of Julie's shirts that she made it into Supergirl.
Nothing is safe in your home.
No.
For your kids when they're making stuff.
Well, this is the thing though. She's really upset about the cape, and I'm like, hang on a second. So I go back to her, and Julie had a Snow White, that has the red cape. And I said, well, it's a different red, and it's kind of heavy. And she goes, ooh, I like that.
It'll work.
So we take some heavy duty Velcro and and we made it. And so they go to the movies, and everybody's kind of oh look, and had a few people ask for pictures, and
that's cool.
their little friends went, and one of them had tried to do Batgirl, and she was kind of fussing about it. I said, well, hang on a second, because Julie had a Batgirl costume.
I can fix this.
So I go give, and their other little friend, she had made a costume, and she was just kind of going as superhero. She just just something. And I'm like, if we get any more DC stuff, and I'll go back and look. I'm like, I've got a Green Lantern, and so she goes puts it on.
West for the win.
So, and then Julie dressed up as Lois Lane, and the girls made her a little name badge.
And you did all this work, and you wore.
I wore this. Because out of all the nerd stuff I have, I do not have a Superman shirt. I have a Superman hoodie that I was not wearing because it's dirty because I wore when I'm building stuff in the garage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did not have a Superman shirt, so I went as the nerdy old man.
That'll work.
But
that's the best costume.
Yes, it is. But what was funny was after the movie, we had to go to the Dairy Queen and eat because they had Superman stuff
Oh, that's
at the
cool.
Dairy Queen. So
That's cool.
we're sitting outside. We went to Oak Ridge.
Oh, okay.
So the Dairy Queen sits right on the side of the road here,
Okay. All right.
and they wanted to sit outside.
It's like 1,000,000 degrees.
No, it was very
Oh,
overcast,
that day.
and
Okay.
this was last Saturday,
Okay.
so it was like
It's been hot.
75, 77, somewhere, and it was nice.
Right.
But they're sitting out there in full costume, waving at people going through the
That's cool though.
Because they'd be like,
That's really cool.
and they'd have people to drive through, you know, would wave back at them. So we did that, but
So how was the film?
I'm not going into an in-depth review, but I gave it a solid 8 out of 10.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow.
There was
Toyman Terrence has not seen it yet, or he hasn't given a review, has he?
not to my knowledge.
Okay. Well, we'll wait for his negative review.
And I purposefully tried to stay away from any Superman content,
Right.
any reviews.
You can give it an honest opinion.
So I really wanted to go into it and give it a fair shot. Because, yes, I am critical on a lot of superhero stuff.
No.
Surprise, surprise.
No, you're not.
But I wanted to give it a fair shot.
Yeah.
And I was impressed with a lot of stuff. And I know I've seen some people's criticism, you know, like, Superman was not strong enough, but, you know, and I'm like, okay, that's fair, because I really kind of have gone back to liking the overpowered Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But they've only, you know, this Superman, he'd only been Superman for like 3 years.
Okay. Yeah.
I
mean, why do they keep going back and doing new origin
Well,
stories?
now this is the thing, though. James Gunn did not do like a traditional origin story for you. It was more like, okay, he's
showing landing as a baby and all that.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay.
It's kind of It's kind of like the Fox mantra from the early 2000s. You're in the thick of it. Go.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of pick up in action.
Right.
And there are other superheroes. Everybody kept going on, why is Green Lantern's haircut so bad? And I'm like, that's straight out of the comics. You know, I'm like, it was hilarious. It was so bad. Making Fillion's hilarious as Guy Gardner. The only real negative thing, there was some language in it. I mean, I know it was a PG-13 movie and the girls they're almost 14, you know, but I was like, you could have kind of done without that. But it was, you know, there was some lighthearted, funny moment. You know, it's James Gunn. He's kind of got that Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. You know, some funny things happening. Kaylee loved Crypto. She said that he saved the movie. He saved the day.
All right.
And the whole movie should have been about him.
Okay.
But it was the fact that it wasn't a complete origin story. You know, there's some callback stuff to it, but it's not where we're going to spend, you know, 90 minutes trying to get him to be Superman.
Redoing all
this
stuff.
It's kind of been done. It's like you should know.
Yeah.
And the girls really enjoyed it. You know, they had fun with it. Alan Tudyk is hilarious
He's just good in general.
as Gary.
Yeah, he's just good in general.
But it was worth going and seeing.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to go see Fantastic Four.
Now, I have actually heard a lot of really positive stuff.
I've heard both.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's just people hating or just people that, God, Pedro Pascal, you know, I'm like,
well, I worry that on both of those, or anything these days, really, all your negative or positive,
you get the extremes.
Is you're looking at it from a political standpoint.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but maybe you ought to just give it a shot as what it is, like suspend reality for a minute and just kind of watch the movie.
I think what a lot of people's problems were that with Marvel is you want it to be the 616 stories, which is the comic continuity. And they even said in the movies, they're like, well, this is a 616. Well, no, it's not. And I think people want those stories that they kind of grew up on.
Right.
And they kind of change some things. Because I know there's a female Silver Surfer, which that does happen in the comics. And, you know, and it's, they're kind of pulling from different sources. And I'm curious to see how it all ties together, because he's got that 60s vibe. They've been the Fantastic Four for a while. People know them. They're established.
Right.
So I'm curious to see how that plays out. But like the Superman one, like I said, they did a really good job as far as, not giving you this drawn out backstory. You get parts of it. The one thing that got me was he's supposed to be from Kansas, and his mom and dad had like this really thick Southern accent, and I'm like,
that's Midwest, man. That's not South.
I'm like, if you've seen the movie,
well,
get in the comments.
Pat said that he liked them both and didn't love them both, Superman and Fantastic Four.
Okay, that's fair.
It's all right. Why? With the way movies are going now, especially DC movies, if you like them,
you've done great.
They're probably great. I mean, they're probably as good as they can.
But
get.
I mean, for me, kind of knowing it was going to be a James Gunn film, I did the whole suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, you got to put that away. You got to go see films for that.
It's just like, but I had fun watching the girls.
Yeah.
Because they were so excited when things were happening, especially Crypto. Kaylee, I told her I would mention that she loved Crypto. Kaylee loves Crypto.
Yes. In case Crypto's watching.
Yes. But she had fun with that. They had fun hanging out with their friends. We got to spend time with them. Feeding a bunch of kids will cost you a ton of money, though. Good Lord.
You didn't smuggle anything in? What the heck?
No. I'm talking about they did their own.
Yeah.
Julie, I think she got the girls popcorn, and then their little buddies. They had their own. Because apparently kids nowadays have these little debit cards you can get them that you can load money on.
Yeah.
And so,
yes. My son had one for a while until he got a real account.
But so they, and why anybody gets up during the movies? I was like,
oh God, no! I can't stand that.
I
can't stand that.
They were sitting there eating popcorn, because that was a big deal.
I can't stand that.
And they got up and left. I'm like, where are you going? We're gonna get popcorn.
That in concerts, and I'm like, I mean, my family knows, dude. It's like if somebody
my britches.
If somebody gets up at a concert, a ball game, sometimes, I'm like, where are you going? Do you know how much you paid for this ticket? Sit your ass down.
I'm going to go buy one of these $35 hot dogs at the
Forget you, man. I'm going to sit here and watch this.
But no, I can neither confirm or deny that anything was smuggled in because I was not privy to that information, nor do I want to be.
Dude.
But they went and got popcorn. So they got up midway through the movie because they got the big thing of popcorn and ate all of it.
That's awesome. As long as they had fun, it's cool.
So it was.
But you as a hardcore podcaster,
yes,
because that's what
we
obviously are. I've left
because when
I left the tripod in my son's Subaru because I use it to film his games and it's still there, so that's why the camera's sitting on the bookshelf over there. But
I don't think anybody watching at home would have known if you hadn't said anything.
No, it's a lot lower. No. But, we admit our mistakes on this show. But anyway,
we make no mistakes.
Since was such a hardcore podcast journalist,
yes,
he paid attention to the movie. He didn't go get popcorn.
I did not get popcorn. I did not eat nor drink.
You were
I reclined the seat.
Well, because if you drink,
oh God,
you got to go to the bathroom. You can't do that.
My old man bladder does not allow me.
You got to stay to watch that show. Man.
I will. I go to the bathroom right before the film and then right after the film.
Yes. Because this is what we do.
I paid like my $5 or whatever it was to watch the movie.
Oak Ridge Theater is fantastic.
I love that theater.
It's clean.
I love that theater. And the staff, it was fun because they got a kick out of the kids being dressed up.
That's cool though. No,
but it was so funny because the girls were like, "Where are we sitting? Where are we sitting?" I'm like, "I don't know. Your mommy got the tickets. It was on her phone."
Oh, right.
I drove separate.
Oh, it was one of these. It was the assigned seat deal.
Yeah, where you. Yeah.
It's not always that way, but sometimes for shows it is, I guess.
But I'm like, "There's letters on the floor. What?" And they're like, So, we're all standing there waiting on my wife to come in because she was the last one to come in.
Yeah.
Because she had everybody's ticket on her phone. and she comes in. She's like, E. I'm like, okay, go down to E. They're like, where's E? And I'm like, look at the floor. There's a big E on the floor. Which seats do we have? I don't know.
I've already told you I don't have the tickets.
So, I'm like, there's numbers on the seats. Look. And of course, I get told certain numbers, so I go sit in certain numbers, and then my wife comes and she goes, "Scoot down, we're in the wrong." This is what y'all told me. So, I had dad stuff that I had to deal with as far as that, but we had a good time.
That does drive me nuts. I mean, that's like a whole nother topic, but people getting up and stuff, or showing up late. I'm like, ugh. Like,
I can't say anything because I am married to a woman that I will have it in her funeral that she will be 15 minutes late to her own funeral because she is late to everything. I love my wife.
You're going to die before her anyway, you know that.
I know, but I'm going to have it in the instructions. I will tell Brent in the instructions, it's like, you just pass up and turn around and come back, because she will be late because she's late to everything. Bless her heart.
Well, me and my wife have we're subscribers to the Tennessee Theaters, Broadway of Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
We have this is our third year, or next year we got third year. But the last show of this season was Les Miserables. And
Les Miserables.
Yeah, my wife didn't want to go to it, but producer Abby did. So she went with me. But
it still throws me off every time I see pictures of you with producer Abby because she's grown up now, but she's dyed her hair dark.
Yeah, she has dark hair now.
And I'm like, who is with? Oh, it's Abby.
so she we went there. But this show. They would, if you didn't show up before 7:30, they wouldn't let you in.
Oh yeah, they'll close the door
until a few minutes, until after like the opening act, and then
it's like there'd be like an intermission or something.
Well, it was after the opening act. They I don't know, it was something about the show, and I'm good with it. Show up on time, people.
Yes.
I can't say I got to get up and move so people can get in there. I'm like, dude, show up on time. You knew this was this way, and I know.
It always reminds me of the
whatever.
Sam Raimi Spider-Man where he goes to the theater to see MJ,
mm-hmm.
and he's late, and Bruce Campbell is.
And
he's like telling him to adjust his tie and his stuff. He won't let him in because it's already started.
Pat says, "I know what quote bless her heart means."
Yes, bless her heart.
Yes. Hey, if you're local, by the way, if you're local to Knoxville or whatever, and you ain't got anything to do today, after you get done watching our show, go to Pat's and at Brickhouse Collectibles out in Farragut and pester the crap out of him.
Tell him bless his heart.
Yeah, tell him bless his heart.
He'll give you like $80 off.
Yeah, that he won't do. But,
charge it to Chad?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can't
probably have to send Pat like a teacher or something that he's taking your
Oh my gosh.
But
anyway,
where are we going with this?
We're rambling, but that's okay.
Okay.
I wanted to mention because we love to tell stories about our friends. When you talk about somebody may or may not have snuck food into their movie.
Yes.
Okay. Jason, the greatest DM of all time.
What?
Jason, I can't remember what we went to see, and it may have been all of us. I don't even remember, but it was in the winter, so he got away with wearing a coat.
Mm-hmm.
He had like 2 full-size Wendy's meals.
I was thinking it was just the Wendy's meal incident.
In his coat with drinks.
He had 2 of the large
I have
drinks.
no idea how he did that.
And 2 bags.
Oh, Pat says, bless your heart. Yes, sir. But he had 2 full meals.
He had like supper
for himself.
Yes.
In his jacket.
I mean, it was like sandwiches and fries.
He just kept pulling stuff out. Like, what are you doing?
He's like, I turned my bag of holding into a coat of holding. Or it reminds you remember the old thing is like, hey man, you want to buy? You want to buy some stuff? Just go up and it's just like
yeah, that was Jason in his.
You want some fries, chicken sandwich? It just.
Jason also.
Oh gosh.
Jason also. You remember when he worked at McDonald's in high school for like 3 days, or whatever it was he worked there? So I go in, and I may have told this before, but I go in. I drive down and I go in to get something to eat. and I wanted a Big Mac meal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I walk up to Jason's counter, and there's Jason.
Yeah, I can see.
Loving life,
Yeah.
right? So there's Jason. I was like, hey, Peace. I said, what do you want? I was like a Big Mac meal or supersize, I guess is what it was.
Yeah, back then.
That's before we cared.
Do they still do the supersize?
No.
Yeah.
I think they caught flack from some internet thing about
My feelings.
Anyway, but they did switch like the Happy Meals to the sad fries. Just a little bit. But anyway,
Enough to make you mad, fries.
yeah, I go up to Jason. I was like, yeah, I want to. And he goes, no, you don't. You want chicken nuggets.
Oh, yeah,
I was like,
chicken
I
nugget.
was like, no, I kind of want a Big Mac, Jason.
No, you want chicken
No,
nuggets.
you want chicken nuggets. I'll be right back. So I was like, okay. So he brings back like a 10-piece box that's like
There's like 35 nuggets in there.
Close. He must have put 20-something nuggets in this box. Puts it in the bag, and I paid for a Big Mac meal. He goes, here you go. I'm like, thanks, man.
I got to tell you, I don't know if you remember Bill Bailey.
Yes, I do.
He worked at Arby's, and when Dad was at the post office, he stopped by one day to get something to eat. And Bill worked back in the back and on the grill and stuff. And he seen it was Dad, and Dad just ordered a regular roast beef meal.
What did Bill give him?
And he just seen that. Dad didn't even talk to him.
Yeah.
And he says he gets a sandwich, and it's like that. Because he throws it like
it's like 4 pounds.
Dad goes, I can't eat. I think he took it back to work, put it in the refrigerator. It was just like,
I can't eat
he
all
goes, I
that.
don't know how much meat he put on this sandwich.
Oh, those were the days.
So, Arby,
man.
please don't go after my butt meal.
Those were the days, dude.
But
We used to do when I worked at the pool. When I worked at North Stand Pool as a lifeguard,
Yeah.
Jason would show up, and he'd wait till I was sitting the gate, and then he'd be standing down the hall, and he'd be like, I'm motioning with my hands for it,
Yeah.
and I'd grab the stamp and sling it down the hallway. He'd catch it, stamp himself, and then he'd walk down there and toss it back on the to me. Criminals.
Change the name of the episode.
Just criminals is what we have. We're just horrible people. But no, anyway. Anyway, so change subject real quick before we
Let's change the subject.
Before we close out here in a little bit. We'll mention it again. We, in all seriousness, we are very honored for the 3rd year in a row to be nominated for Best of the Best in Podcast by City View Magazine. So you folks out there that are submitting the ballots and asking for us to be put on, or the submittals and asking us to be put on the ballot, we humbly love you for that. We really are appreciative of that. We won the very first year. The second year we placed in the top few. We didn't technically win.
Yeah.
But this year we're back in it again, and we ask that you please go on there, go to City View Magazine's Facebook page and their Instagram, I think, maybe even just read the website.
We'll have
We'll have
a link on.
Yeah, click on the thing to request a ballot, and they will email it to you.
And you got to answer 35
32,
categories,
I think.
or something like that.
Anyway, it's a bunch, right? But first one, go to entertainment, go to podcast, click Nerdy Old Men.
Yes.
They didn't put the "the" in there, but it's still
It says Nerdy Old Men.
That's us. It is, in fact, us. Put Nerdy Old Men on there and click that switch. And then go through and find your favorite of everything else that you do, especially if you're local. If you're not local, just go and click.
Just random.
Find something that looks awesome and go and click on it, right?
There are some wild band names out there.
Yeah, there is.
I
So
will say
you got to get that 32 or 35, whatever. You don't have to worry about counting, because when you click on it and you come out, it tells you how many more you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so every time you select one, you go down and hit vote. And I think it's in the bottom left-hand corner. And then it'll take you out, and you can pick a different category. So do ours first, please, and then go and click on some other ones. Once you reach the threshold, it will tell you at the top of the page. It will say you have voted in enough categories for your ballot to count. You can just back out of that, and then you can go back in later and vote for more categories if you want to, using the same link. But we do ask you humbly, please do that. Please do that for us. And we would
It'd be cool to be a repeat winner.
It would. I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like if you win the Cy Young Award, you're always a Cy Young Award winner,
Yes.
even if you suck it up. So we did win once, so we always say we're there. We'd love to say 2-time.
Yes.
You know,
It's like when you win a Grammy, and
Yeah.
then you win another one, you're a multi.
multi.
You don't have-
Ooh, I like that.
You don't have to say, oh, it's only 2.
I
you
like
know,
that.
But it's multi.
multi. And
Award winner.
we've won at least once, so we can always say we're a winner
Yes.
and not just a nominee.
Our listeners know
That's
we are
right.
winners.
We are winners
Yes.
in our own minds, but officially, at least once.
On paper,
So we want to do that, and I made sure that I went through the best I could and saw a few people that I know are fans of our show that are on there as well, and I clicked on them and like my tattoo artist, she's on there, Vivid Tattoo. So I did that. So anybody that you know, and it is a good way to support your local businesses and things like that. So, but obviously, number one in your hearts is the Dirty Old Men podcast. So make sure you go and vote on that. So, but yeah, man, season 5.
Yes.
Season
Off and
5,
running.
Yeah, off and running. Producer Abby is working her full-time job on Fridays. So
Yeah, apparently us not paying her
Yeah.
was an issue. She had to go out and get a real job.
Love of the game is not good enough.
I know, right? I mean, we do this. We pay to do this.
It's just wrong button.
I was fixing.
Still wrong button. See, producer Abby's not here, so I'll make it. That's the one I want.
There we go.
That's it, right there. But no, she does still do our post production work, and she does all our social media, and so all those stories that you see and a lot of the posts that you see, those all come from her.
Except for the funny ones, and that's me.
We know that's not true. We know that is not true. That is in fact not accurate.
Very.
But anyway, hey, thanks for everybody that listened online. I know there's several because I can see the numbers, even though you're not speaking. You're not saying anything, but Pat Burnett, Big Pat,
Brickhouse.
you're the awesome dude. Interacting with us today, we really
If you're
appreciate
in the
that.
West Knoxville area, go by and check him out. He's got some really cool stuff. It's not just Legos. He's got Magic, Pokemon.
It's Lego. It's not plural.
Legos. If he has multiple of them.
No, it isn't. It's still Lego.
Is it still Lego?
And Pat, if you get the chance to
Pat,
chime
can
in here,
you
it
let
is
us know
Lego.
real quick?
It is Lego.
Is Lego plural?
So I want to throw out a couple of things here real quick. Again, because Pat's on here, we give a shout out to him. We want to go up and see Mark and Cortland at
Yes.
Toll Guard games. They're big buddies of ours. These are not sponsored things that we're saying. These are general people that we really.
Well, it's like I was gonna
Really
go. I was gonna go by Legion Gaming and get some Wild Bill.
Yep. Yep.
For tonight's game that has been canceled, postponed.
You and Stone Cold Killer Brian
Yes.
don't monitor the group chat enough.
Scotty sent a message that said,
All
"Hey
you
guys,
gotta
we're playing
do-
Friday."
Dude,
I
all
gave the thumbs up.
Lego plural is Lego. Right there.
Okay.
And he is the man.
I'm not going to argue with the King of Bricks.
See, I'm right, he's wrong.
Well, even blind hog finds an apron every once in a while.
Folks, thank you so much for supporting us for the start of 5 seasons of this crazy, foolish show.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? But until next time, this is the Old Ball Patch Dad with Redneck West.
Like, share, and subscribe, and remember, yeehaw.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I down there. It zooms in right there.
Maybe I-
There it is.